Okay, now let us understand what is this Power BI desktop query editor. So this is really very much useful because when you are bringing your data, then we need to format it. So we will see how this query editor will be helpful. So we'll first go through this and then later we will do some more examples on that, how we can do various stuff using that query editor. So for that, what I will do is I will open my Power BI desktop. So then what we will do is we'll connect to a data source. Probably this time also we will take on the same Excel whichever we took in the last time, and in that we will see we'll go through first of all how we can open this query editor. Those things we will check it. So I will just close it here. So what I'll do here is I will now we will load the data. So if you'll see here, this is a transform data is there. So by default, when you will open a Power BI desktop, we are not loading any data source here. So if you'll click on transform data, you will see a blank stuff here because we don't have anything loaded and we are not doing anything on this. So we basically we have a blank stuff there. Now here we have the option, if you'll see various tabs over here. For example, the home tab where actually we can see how we can get to the data source. So few common elements will be there here. So one of the main thing that we do here is we connect to various data sources. As I said, you can click here and then you can connect. You'll see a lot of buttons are disabled now because we don't have anything over here. You can see here the enter data where you can create a table. So if you'll just click on that, you can see here you can create a table. Later we'll see how you can create a table. So this is the tab where you can see you can select the columns, you can remove columns, you can see which columns you want to keep, which columns you want to remove, group by. So these are common tasks that you can do it here. Then the transform tab. So if you'll see here this tab where you can get some of the things like adding or removing columns, you can change you can change the data type. So these things you can do here, you can split the columns. So this kind of things you will be able to do it here. Similarly, there's add column where you can you can add a column, you can format the column data, you can add custom columns as well. So these things you can do it here. So similarly, there are you can see there is view tab. View tab is there, tools is there, and there's a help icon over here is there. Now, if you will, uh, in this case, we saw we don't have data, so you can directly click on transform in data, and then you can come here. Um, if you will actually let's say we don't we will upload a data here or we will get data from a data source. So I'll click on Excel, and then if you'll see here I will take this products one, and in this if you'll see I will select this, and you can see two options are here. If you'll scroll down you can see one thing is you can load data, and then other one is transform data. In the last video we saw how we can do the load data and we can see data over there. Now I will click on transform data, and in this case if you'll see here this is opening the Power Query editor. So the same editor which we were talking about, we are opening the same one. Now I will just quickly close it. So whatever is there, I just close it. So once you close it, you will see here then the data will be refreshed, and if I will go to this table on this data tab, then I will be able to see this one. Now, if you are in the visualization tab or your report tab in our case, so you can click here, and then you can go to the transform data. The other way you can do here is if you'll go here in this one, and then you can see here edit query is there. So if you click on that, it will also open the Power Query editor. So ultimately, this is the query editor that we have. Now this one we talked about these buttons, and you can see here now some of the buttons are enabled. For example, this column is selected here, it is showing the data type. I can go here, I can change it. But let us understand this interface. So if you'll see here, this one is the left side one is the query editor. So you can see actually the queries, the number of active queries, the name of the query. So those things you can see it here in the left pan. And when we actually select a query, then the corresponding data will load here, and the properties also. For example, here we have only one thing. So if I will just I'll make a duplicate one. You can see here two things are came, and we have two queries now. So the first one I'll select. You can see here the data is populating. If you have multiple tables, you can see here multiple data, the other data selected data source will populate. So this is your left pane, so you can select the particular query which you want to work with. The center one is the data pane. So this is the data pane where actually you can see based on the query. So whatever the query you have created, based on that query you can see the data here. Similarly, the right side one is query settings tab. So here you will be able to see a couple of things. One thing is the name. You can see all the properties you will be able to see. The second one is actually the modifications that you are doing or something that you will do here. That thing you can check it here. So, and you can also, for example, you can see here it is saying promoted headers. So you can actually rename and you can give a meaningful name over there. Okay, so you will be able to see these things over here. Now, for example, I will go to this particular sheet one, and you can see here. Then, if I'll rename, then I can actually rename the query also. So I will say products. Now I'll just click on enter. You can see here now this query is product. You can see here the name got changed. If you'll go to all properties, you can see here this if you want to enable the load to the report or include report refresh or not, you can select these options. Now the other one is if I will just go here and I will, let's say, the quantity is already whole number, price is whole number, customer name is whole number. Let me add a new column here. So I'll right click here. You can see here. You can you can remove a column or you can add a column from here. But if you want to create a brand new column and you want to have some formula on that, then you can click on add column and you can click on custom column. So when you click on custom column, you can see here and you will be able to write the logic here. So for example, here I will give the column name as total price, and it is saying what is the formula that you want to do it here. For example, in this case, I want to take the price and then I will say multiplication and then I will take the quantity. So you can see here I enter it. Now you can see here it is showing no syntax error is there. So you can, if you want to check out the formula quickly, you can click on that. It will open the MSTN link. You can have a look at that also. But let's say I will click on OK. So the moment I'll click on OK, you can see here now there is a total price column got added. Now the same time, if you will see the applied steps, it is showing me that added a custom column. So instead of that, I can just rename it. I will say added a total price column. For example, I will go here. I will say added total price column. And if you'll see here now, you will be able to actually know this step what you have done. So this is very much helpful. So this way you can go through this Power Query editor. So in the next example, we will see some of the things that we will do here. We'll use some of the formulas. We will see some of the options we'll use, and we will see how the data is reflecting on the query editor. So for the timing being, I can go to home and then I'll say close and apply, and it will actually close, and the query editor will be closed. And if you will go to the data tab, you can see here total price is there here.